Hello, my name is Pandora Glessman, and this project is for preschool development. Today's date is January 29th. With this activity, the name is called Self-Expression Through Art. We're going to focus on abstract and expressionism. With this activity, we'll take canvas and different kinds of paint, tempera, watercolor if necessary, as well as acrylic. And after we identify how we feel with the calming either jazz or classical music in the background, we will show that feeling in our painting by dripping, splashing, finger painting, splattering. This will make quite a mess. So, after our paintings are done, we'll discuss how we feel about them and how they made us feel. And then we will talk about other people's, like each other's paintings. The objective of this assignment is to allow the children to explain how they feel and that they can show that they can express their emotions in different ways other than throwing fits or they can express their big emotions in other ways, other constructive, creative ways. The ELG development and domain would be the creative arts. It would be the visual art standard, which develops foundational skills that support creative expression through the process, production, and appreciation of visual art forms. The way you will be able to assess the children is by taking videos of them as well as pictures and taking notes on how they felt, how other people's paintings make them feel. I have two separate vocabulary words, which would be expression and spontaneity. Two of my thought-provoking questions would be, how were you feeling when you made this painting, and how do you think others will feel when they see it? And then, how do you feel viewing such and such work? Why does it make you feel this way? For this project, you will need a playlist of jazz or classical, like I said earlier, one canvas per child, multiple different paints, brushes, sponges. You're gonna need paint shirts or aprons, newspaper or like a tarp for the floor. I believe a tarp would be better because it's reusable, but also newspaper is recyclable and compostable, so it is up to you. The book, Jackson Pollock Splashed Paint and Wasn't Sorry by Fausto Gilberti. I think that's how you pronounce his name. The facts, I have 10 facts, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 facts. My apologies. 7 facts that will teach the kids about the artist. He was an abstract expressionist, which means his work didn't look like anything. Instead, he tried to share emotions like happiness or anger. He had many different jobs before he became an artist. His family was full of artists. He married another artist. The reason for the classical and jazz music is because he listened to classical and jazz music to help influence his work. He believed that it helped him develop a deeper creativity and spontaneity in his work. To begin this activity, we will introduce the kids to Mr. Jackson Pollock by reading this book, as well as showing a few of his works. We'll discuss what abstract expressionism is and talk about the emotions he felt when painting. We will then speak about how he married another artist who encouraged him to do more in his work. We may talk about how music inspired his spontaneity and what spontaneity means. We will also discuss how music has a large effect on our emotions as well as our ability to describe our emotions. You'll end up setting up before the children come in, and then explaining when it comes time to do the art project. You will explain why we need to protect the floor and our clothes, why it's important when it comes to young children. They will most assuredly ask why we need this. You will then gather the paints and materials. If you do not have a large hoard of brushes and sponges, maybe consider making this a small group activity. It will also build their cooperation, because if they need to share supplies, they can ask, hey, can I use that when you're done? Turning on the music, you'll ask him how they're feeling, how the music is making them feeling, or what they are feeling in general. And then ask them to paint however they want. If they choose to use their hands, let them. Jackson Pollock did. I'll allow them to do their activity for about 15 minutes or until they're done. At the end, the children will share their finished work, assist in cleanup, and we will then go around a circle or the classroom, talking and sharing our paintings and how we felt during the painting and after the painting, like while we're sitting here sharing it, and how we feel about our painting now. We will then talk about all the interesting things Jackson Pollock did throughout his life, how his mother and his siblings all greatly supported him, and how they supported each other. Perhaps mentioning that you do not have to sell your art to be an artist, and that you can have multiple different jobs in your life and still be an artist. I myself am an artist, and I have sold pieces, but most of my pieces are just for me. This one I did specifically for this project. I was actually feeling kind of down at the time that I painted this. So that's why it's got a lot of blue, a little bit of red, some darker colors. But that is how you would do the project. Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day.